we're going to start seeing a bunch of rational equations, but the first few we see are pretty straightforward like this. And what makes this one so straightforward is it's just one fraction on one side and one fraction on the other. And when you have a situation like that, we really can use this cross multiplication idea to kind of make it look like a problem you're more used to seeing. So I can take 9 times x plus 6 and set that equal to negative 3 times x minus 2. And then from here, you guys definitely can use all your old skills for solving equations. And the reason why this is working, basically, it's not that we can just cross multiply like this. What I'm really doing is multiplying this side by x plus 6 and this side by x plus 6, but these are canceling off. And then I'm doing the same thing with the x minus 2. If I do this side by an x minus 2, and then do this side times x minus 2, these are canceling off. But we can just cross multiply to make it easier for ourselves. Taking it away from here, all these steps I'm sure will look very familiar to you. We're just going to distribute and start. This is the kind of stuff you did the very first week of class, so I know I don't need to kind of go bananas with these explanations here. And when this is all said and done, I think we're going to end up with 12x equals a negative 48, and so x is going to equal a negative 4. Now the one thing we do have to kind of look out for with these types of problems is once we get our answer, I'm sure all my math is right, but I still have to go back to this original problem and look very carefully at these denominators because there are certain x values that we're not allowed to have in the problem. So I need to make sure that this is not one of them. Like x, for this problem, x would not be allowed to equal 2 and x would not be allowed to equal negative 6. So this answer ends up being okay, and I can keep it. But if this answer ended up being either one of these numbers, I'd have to throw it out. That's why sometimes for these problems you have the option of saying no solution. So just be aware of that. Once you do all your math correctly, go back to the original problem and make sure that the answer you have isn't a restricted value based on the original problem. Good luck with these.